Hi, I'm Joan Williams with Coastal Dressage. Today we're going to be working on a lunge line lesson, working to develop the seat and the aids and the position of the rider. And then at the end of the lesson, we're going to have him come off the lunge line and hopefully work on the same things that he learned and improved while on the lunge line. All right, so Richard, as we're working, we want to try to make an ear, shoulder, elbow, hip, heel alignment. So we have these big, nice mirrors over there to your right. So take a look in the mirror and look at your right leg. For me, your legs need to be a little further back. They want to slip a little forward. So do an inward thigh rotation so that you can keep your knees pointed at 12 o'clock. Yeah, that looks better. And your lower leg back and underneath you. This is really nice. Good. Now try to keep that body position from your hips downward, and let's do some arm circles like we practiced before. And you can do one arm, nice arm circles, and roll your arms. Yep, and roll it the other direction. I would go the other way because that'll take you too far backward. There we go. Yeah. Good, but try to keep that ear, shoulder, elbow, hip, heel position. You want to walk those knees back a little bit. Keep your toes in. Yeah, very good. And your arm circle the other way. If you roll it backward, it'll take your upper body to arch you. It'll take you too far back. So roll it around behind you and then up over the top. Yeah, good. And try to keep your legs in this correct position. Good. And then same thing with your other arm. Good. You can put your hand on your hip. You can let it dangle by your thigh, or you can but remember, take your arm forward, not backward. Yeah, because otherwise it arches you. Good. And then lower leg stays back and underneath you. Good. That's nice. And I want you to pretend you're holding riding reins. And I want you to pick up a tiny little bit of right knee, left knee, right knee, left knee, just to make sure your seat bones are plugged in. Are you sitting absolutely vertical with your seat bones pointed straight down, seat bones 50-50? Without looking down there, yeah. You just want to keep that weight position. Good. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to go to sitting trot now. You want to hold the strap for a minute while we strike off into trot? Okay, trot. All right, now try to keep that ear, shoulder, elbow, hip, heel position, your lower leg back and underneath you. And then see if you can just go to fingertips on the grab strap. Good. Now let your back swing nicer. You have to be more relaxed in your lower back so that you can swing with the horse. That's a little better. And now let go with one arm and do your arm circles. Try to let that weight come down through your seat bones, swinging nice with your back, keeping an ear, shoulder, elbow, hip, heel position. Good. Good. And then same thing, switch your arms. Same thing with the other arm. Yep. Relax your back, swing nice. Let your loin and your hips be supple so that you can move with the horse. Good, Richard. Nice. All right. And now go ahead and grab your strap again. And let's see if you can pick up that right knee, left knee, right knee, left knee. So you want to, like your right knee, your left knee. Yeah, just small. So small that I can barely see it, but what you'll feel is a little bit more prominent weight on your sit bones when you pick up your right knee, left knee, right knee, left knee. It'll make your knees not have to hold so much on the horse. And when you do that, it's allowing you to balance a little bit better. Good. Now pretend you're holding reins in your hands and see if you can let go of the grab strap and balance with no reins. Yeah, supple in your back, relax your back more. Spring with your hip. But look in the mirror at yourself when you go by. Be supple in your back, but keep the posture in your shoulders. Keep your lower leg back and underneath you. Keep your hands down. Pretend you had that cup of water in your hand so that you try to keep your hands from bouncing. Look in the mirror and look at your hands in the mirror. Try to make your hands be still and quiet down by the horse's mouth. This is good, Richard. And are you sitting nicely centered? I have a thinking maybe you're leaning a little. Yeah, so you want to move your hips a little toward me and take your upper body and your nose a little out. Yeah, because everything is counterbalance. So your nose needs to be right in the middle of his mane, with your inside heel a little closer to the ground than your outside heel. Leg long. Good. And now do both arms in your arm circles. One arm and then the other arm. Still just seated. Yep, the arm goes forward. Good. Still seated, swinging nice with your back. Good, good. Now hold both arms straight out to your sides, and I want you to turn your upper body to the outside. Turn your upper body, look and turn your upper body to the outside of the arena, still seated. Good. Now turn your upper body toward me, relaxed in your back, still moving with the horse. Yes, let your back relax. Let your hips move with the horse. That's better. That's better. And now pretend you're holding reins again, but keep your back soft like that. Keep your hands down. So with riding, we want to keep part of our body toned and part of our body supple. Good. All right, we're going to try going to canter next. Go ahead and grab the strap. We'll do a little bit. Be brave. Let's do it. Canter. Hup. Hup. Okay, show me your arm circles if you can with one arm. Hold your strap with just fingertips and show me the arm circle with one arm. Yes, now let your back swing. Let your back relax. Good. Move with the horse. Good. Switch arms. But have enough tone and in your chest. Stick your chest a little bit out. Let your back be relaxed. So you want to move with the horse. Yep, good. You want to move with the horse. Come. You want to move with the horse so that your back stays supple, but you want to have posture. Good. Now hold the strap just with fingertips. Try a little bit the right knee, left knee. In the moments that you communicate with your right knee and your left knee up in the air, you're actually just balanced on your sit bones for those moments. So you want to try to find exactly where centered is. Equal weight on your sit bones. Are you finding that spot where the weight is equal? Good. This is nice moving with your back. Put a little tone in your tummy muscles. Pull your tummy in. Make a wall. Push a little guts against it, but keep that tummy muscle flat. There we go. There's nice. Okay, we're going to go back to trot. And we're relaxing. Swing with your back. Bounce the basketball. You're posting, or you're sitting. Come, trot. We're sitting on top of a basketball, but you want to not let the basketball bounce you. Your seat is the drummer of the band. You want to bounce that horse with your back a little bit and your seat bones a little bit. But don't let your head or your shoulders or your posture become in any way not toned and not correct with like a military posture in your upper body and a supple swinging loin and back and hip to absorb all that motion. This is good. Lower leg back and underneath you. All right, now you're going to bring him to walk. Breathe out your air, get heavy, walk. Good. And we can halt and pet him and we'll change direction. Good job. I'll give you a little breather. So while we're riding in motion, I want you to help keep the horse in the pace that we want or the gait that we want. So in the trot, we want to keep him in a nice working trot. We don't want to let him get slower, 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 slower. So while you're keeping everything in a very correct position, or you're working on your arm circles, or you're working on your knee lifts, and you're centering yourself, I want you to keep him up to the work ethic that we would normally have when we ride. So you can help me so that I'm not pushing him the whole time. You would need to push him a little bit the whole time. All right, good. This is nice. So in the walk, let's do your arm exercises. Good. Stay right in the middle of his back. Equal weight on your sit bones. Don't lean to the inside because if you lean in here, it's going to draw him in toward me. And I don't want the circle smaller, smaller, smaller. So our weight aid is our most powerful aid. We don't want the horse falling in smaller, smaller, smaller. There we go. Good. Okay, now pretend you're holding reins. And let's pick up your right knee, left knee, right knee, left knee, and just feel your weight on your sit bones. Good. Soft and swinging with your back. Legs nice and long, feeling those sit bones pointed straight down. And now let's sit in a very correct ear, shoulder, elbow, hip, heel alignment. Hands staying down and quiet. Now I'm going to take you to trot, and let's see if you can do it without holding on. Trot. Now use your leg a little bit, your seat a little bit. Hands stay down, and bounce your basketball. Let your lower back breathe in your lower back so that your lower back can move with the horse. Legs a little longer, toes up. Try to sit on your sit bones. Try to stay really balanced on your sit bones. Yes, good. Good with your right knee, left knee. Now try to keep your leg long. Look in the mirror. Look at your alignment. Chest a little more out. Back a little more supple. Find a way to balance here with no stirrups. Hands down. Look over his right ear. Turn your head a little bit so you just look over his right ear only. Legs a little longer. Hands stay down. Supple in your back. This is good. 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 Now grab the saddle, the front of the strap with just both your fingertips, and I'm going to take you into the canter now. And you're going to help me. Canter. Hup. Try to not fall forward or back. Just sit a little to the inside. Eyes looking over his inside ear. Yeah, you're swinging really well with your back this direction. Your seat is staying nice in the saddle. Pull your tummy in. Make a wall. Yeah, it looks a lot better with your tummy in. Tummy stays in. Seat stays following. Legs stay long. Stay in that correct ear, shoulder, elbow, hip. Hup. Come on, you have to help keep him canter. Don't lean forward. Hup. Okay, rebalance. And ask for canter. You communicate. Outside leg back, communicate. Yeah. Yeah. It's a team. All three of us. You're going to ride the canter. Try to keep that inside heel down. Inside leg a little forward. Pull your tummy in, but swing with your back. Ride the canter motion. Now show me your arm circles with one arm if you can, but keep him cantering. Keep him cantering. Sitting in the saddle. Good. Good. And switch arms. Good. That's it. Sitting. Yep. Nice. Now stretch that left arm straight up in the air. Now let the weight fall down onto your outside sit bone a little bit. Let the weight fall down onto your seat bones, but tummy in. You still have to ride the canter. One more time. Canter. Outside leg back. Take your arm down. Up to the canter. Now, left arm up. Yep. Weight down through your seat bones. Try to stay centered. Good. Now switch arms. Now put your weight down on your right sit bone from your right arm. Yeah, put your nose in the middle of his mane. Don't lean so far in. Keep your upper body vertical. There we go. Good. Good. And now both arms down like you're holding reins. Okay, hands down. Hands down. Stay balanced. Good job. Now we're going to go to trot. Keep those hands down. Now we're going to trot sitting. Hands stay down. We're going to trot. You have to allow him to trot. Good. Hands stay down. Keep your leg long. Keep him trotting. Hands stay down. Now grab your strap. Find your balance again. Put everything stacked up where you want it. Nice and legs long. Yep, swing nice with your back. There's better. Now heels down, toes up. Stay in a correct position. Stay in a correct position. Come on. Need a little more power in the trot. There you go. That's a nice trot. Now look in the mirror. Keep this position. When you look in the mirror, try to not... Did you feel how you tipped a little forward? Now look off to your left and try to keep your seat relaxed and supple. Now look to the right and keep your seat relaxed and supple. Good. There's good. 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 Now prepare to walk and breathe. Good. And now bring him to halt. Nice. So we're going to try this now without being on a lunge line. We're going to try keeping this correct position under saddle as well. Good job. Do you want to go ahead and undo your reins and take your stirrups down, and then I'll pull the side reins and the lunging cavesson. Oh. That would be okay. Let me give you this stirrup. Stretch. You want to pick this one up? Stretch your leg a little longer. Let me know when your reins are set and I'll pull the cavesson. I always like to lunge with a lunging cavesson. I think it's a little nicer for the horse. Oh, yes, probably a good idea. I'll get it for you. Is it up here? Okay, I'll grab it. Okay, let me grab this for you really quick. All right. So let's go by between B and E, and you can make a 20-meter circle. Yes, you're a good boy. You can make a 20-meter circle, and then we're going to try to keep this same position, walk, trot, canter, on the 20-meter circle. All right, you have to pick up enough contact that you can put him on the bit, that you can make him nice and round. Between B and E. Shorten your reins a little bit. You need a little connection with his mouth. And make a 20-meter circle between each. Oops, hang on. Good. Now on our circle to the left, you want to flex him a little to the inside. Keep your hands close together. Good. Now keep your position. Shoulders turn just a little bit in the direction of travel. You're looking a little too far in advance. Remember on the circle, just look over his inside ear. Yes. Outside leg behind the girth. Inside leg on the girth, and sit on your sit bones. Sit vertical on your sit bones. There you go. All right. Prepare to trot. You can transition to trot. Now sitting, and sit a little to the inside. Keep him flexed. Now help him cover a little bit more ground. Cover a little bit more ground so that he tracks up. Keep your hands close together. Keep your inside wrist flexed. This is good. Swing nice with your back. Bounce your basketball so that your seat stays right in the saddle. Posture with your upper body. Sit a little more to the left. You'll have your right seat bone should be a little closer to the middle of your saddle, and your inside seat bone a little closer to the left side of your saddle. This is good, Richard. And at E, canter. So prepare for it. Hold this body position. Don't let your body go forward or back. Keep yourself centered and strike off into canter. Where did our 20-meter circle go? That's okay. Come on back on the 20-meter circle. So he came a little off the bit. So we're going to try to carry over what we did on our lunge circle. We're going to carry it through to under saddle. Now, the circle needs to be accurate though. See, this is kind of an egg. We need to go to letter E. We go 2 meters inside of letter L. And you need to touch the rail at letter B. And 2 meters inside of letter I. Look where letter I is. You got to come a little more my direction. Good. Now, try to sit in the saddle. Swing with your lower back. Pull your tummy in. Make a wall. Rotate your shoulders a little into the movement, but just look over his left ear. Just look over his inside ear. Swing nice with your back. Tone in your core. Don't follow bigger than the saddle or smaller than the saddle. This is okay. This is okay. Prepare to trot. Transition to trot. Now our circle got really small. In your sitting trot, show me where your circle points are. I know you know where these circle points are. So you got to go 2 meters inside of I, looking at letter B, keeping his flexion left. Now aim out here for letter I. He doesn't want to come down here by all this camera equipment, so you have to encourage him. All right. Good, and prepare to walk. Keep your position, breathe out your air, small half halts, and walk, and change rein through your 20-meter circle. And then we go on our 20-meter circle to the right. Keep him round and on the bit. So you're letting him off the bit right now. Quieter hands, quieter hands. Just shorten your rein, especially the left one. He's overbent. You want to keep your horse centered between your forward driving, your half halting, your bending, and your turning aids. Keep him soft, keep him round. Very nice right now. Now think about your body position. Don't rock your upper body. Sit in the saddle, follow with your seat, bend your elbows a little more. Keep your hands closer together. Keep him round. All right, prepare to trot. Transition to trot sitting. 2 meters past I, going by letter B, 2 meters from L. Yeah, this is nice with your lower back right now. Try to keep that ear, shoulder, elbow, hip, heel position. There shouldn't visually be any stiffness to how you sit the trot, so it's independent. Our back swings nice, we sit equal on those sit bones, we soften his pole and jaw with your ring fingers, very gently sliding the bit in his mouth so that you keep him soft and attentive with his ears on you. This is very nice. I really like this. He could cover a little bit more ground. Of course, it's more to sit when we cover more ground, but you're ready for it. Nice, this is lovely. At B, canter on your right lead. Make sure you keep enough outside rein length that you don't let him overbend this direction. This is his hollow side. Don't let the rein get long. Pull your tummy in. Keep your elbows a little closer to your body, hands a little closer together. Keep that ear, shoulder, elbow, hip, heel position. The outside knee needs to come a little back. The outside leg behind the girth. Yep. Try to stabilize your upper body. You're leaning a little bit in with your upper body. If you had postnasal drip, it should be in the middle of his mane. That means you need to sit with your hips a little to the right. There's lovely. And your upper body stays vertical. Try to pretend you have whips under your armpits. Close your armpits a little more against your body so your elbows stay more stable against your hip bones. This is very nice, Richard. Keep that outside leg back. Good. When you're ready, prepare to trot. Transition to trot, but keep him on the bit. Keep him supple. Keep him on your aids. Keep riding and swinging with your lower back. Think about like a choo-choo train. Chugga, 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 chugga. He's got to stay marching, 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 marching. Our back stays swinging. Your back's got to be a little more supple so that you sit right in the saddle. And prepare to walk. Transition to walk. And I want him on the bit. Don't let him take the rein away from you. Just keep your reins. Keep him supple. Yeah. Quieter hands. It doesn't require that much. It just requires staying connected, keeping your hands down in a steady place. Because when you let them get long, stay on your circle. When you let them get long, then you have to work to get them together again. And if you just kind of keep him there, it makes it a little bit better. Makes it a little bit easier. All right. Very nice. All right. Now let's go ahead and straight ahead, whole arena. And you can feed the rein out slowly with your fingers and allow him to stretch downward, forward, outward. Let him take his neck long. Yeah, keeping him polite. Very nice. And on the next diagonal, let's do a free walk on a long rein. Richard, this was outstanding. You took most of what you were able to do on the lunge line, and you were able to carry most of that over to under saddle. And the lunger did, and the side reins did part of it. Yeah, your upper body's a little too far forward. Good. Change rein on the diagonal, free walk on a long rein. Keep your lower leg back and underneath you and quiet. And inch by inch, you feed those reins out till you've dropped the contact. And you allow him to stretch all the way downward, forward, outward. And I need to see a big scallop in the rein. So you want to feed the rein out, but use your legs to steer. See, when he drifts left, you use your left leg to say, I'm aiming for M. Good job. Following. Nice. Really nice walk. Good overstep. Could have a little bit more march, but really nice stretch. Yeah, super. Love it. Excellent job.